Hi viewers, welcome to MoneyMantan TV. Today we are with this senior chartered accountant M.Devaraja Reddy garu, and he is the ex-president of ICAI. Sir, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, happy CA Day, sir.
Thank you for your good wishes, Konda.
Sir, how many years have it has been completed in your? What is your experience of CA, sir?
See, one thing, I qualified CA in the year 87, and my profession, as it is CA profession, is Act is formed in 1949. So, from that day onwards, profession is coming. Now it is becoming 77 years. And my experience in CA profession, if you see, I qualified 82 degree and 87 CA qualified. From there, I started practice. And in the process, I was Hyderabad branch chairman. So, Hyderabad the committee, I was there as a secretary, vice chairman, chairman. Then I elevated to the contested regional council. In regional council, Chennai, we are having Andhra Pradesh, earlier, erstwhile Andhra Pradesh, now Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, all put together, called Southern Region. In Southern Region, I was again secretary, vice chairman, chairman.
Okay.
In 2010, I was the chairman of the Southern Region. We had a very big program at Convention Center, Hyderabad Convention Center, calling then Chief Minister Rajshekar Reddy. Of course, unfortunately, he expired after 3 days of attending this big conference.
Okay.
So, we had very big conference that time. Then immediately connected elections. I got elected as a central council member.
Okay.
So, across the country, entire country I got where 3.5 lakh CAs are there that time. Now it is 4 lakhs. When I got elected, 3.5 lakh CAs is there. I got elected to the Delhi Council. So, in 2015, I was Board of Studies Chairman, where 10 lakh students are there, CAs across the country. I was Board of Studies Chairman. I made a lot of changes in syllabus and study material, online tuitions, search answer regions. Many things I brought, very thought process friendly to students, not encouraging coaching institutions, not depending coaching institutions who can rely on their self-study on institute with less cost. We made a lot of opportunities with them. Then very next year, I got elected as Vice President of the Institute. Then President of the Institute was a lot of initiatives I done. I traveled across the world, more than 50 countries,
Okay.
representing the country as ICA. Because CA Institute is a member in IFAC, International Federation of Accountants, SAFA, South Asian Pacific Accountants, CAPA, Confederation Asia Pacific. Different bases we are having, where we regularize accounts, different countries. The reason is, what is the closing stock value in one country, what is the other country. So, we should have a uniformity. Like dollar is rolling everywhere in the world, same way the accounting standards has to be rolled everywhere. So, for this series meetings will be there. So, here we made IFRS, International Financial Reporting Standards came. That International Financial Reporting sometimes may not be suitable to India. So, then we had India IFRS, International Financial Reporting Standards suitable to India. That was done when I was entered in the council. Mr. Amarjit Chopra was the president, and one Manoj Fedness, he was the chairman of the IFAC, this particularly IFRS issues. He has done very well. That way, country we done very nicely, effectively. And now today, government is always depending on us, particularly any finance budget is coming, financial budget is giving. Pre-budget, they take our views, opinions. Afterwards also they take views, which we percolate and give how comfortably they can implement the implied loss, whatever the intent loss, how he has to go, how to collect tax, we are helping the government.
So next thing, sir, how does this chartered accountants contributes to the India? I mean the profession.
So this is a moot question and a basic question. I appreciate, Konda. The reason here, if you see, any country to survive, it is required finance resources.
Yeah.
To mobilize finance resources, earlier kings used to collect tax. Now the government is collecting. Maybe a separate department is a finance ministry. This finance ministry make different rules and laws. This is the exemptions issues, this rate of taxes. But how it will be known to the regular assessee, regular people, business people, individual assessees, even officers, how they go. So a specialized class as a chartered accountant, we are understanding entire law provisions, sections, different court judgments, everything. So whenever a law implements, we clearly explain to the client's business people.
Okay.
So, we'll explain, and business people will tell how he has to calculate profit. Suppose sometimes he says it's a loss, really making a profit. Sometimes there is a loss, this fellow feels it's a profit. Maybe sometimes to make a bank loan, he will show profit. So that is also a cheating, which he will suffer, international suffer. Tomorrow bank loan becomes NP, it is also suffer. So as a chartered accountant, quality will measure what is profit, how much tax has to pay. And these terms which government is deciding, we will explain to the people. Sometimes officers also are not that knowledgeable, maybe BSc standard, BA standard, exams they are passing. So they cannot also measure properly what is due tax to be collected from an assessee. We give clearly there. Their government has also given an authority, certain turnover ton is there for individual professionals above 50 lakhs, companies more than 1 crore. Then tax audit report is there, that we are issuing and making. And more than that, Companies Act has given a reporters to give the audit report, where it measures true and fair position of the company. So this true, fair and position not only helps government to derive proper tax by calculating the profit, even stock market also, whether what is the share value of the company, whether the company is making profit, whether it is artificial profit or booking profit or real profit or true worth. A chartered accountant will certify. Based on that, stock exchanges will decide what is the true value. Investors can decide whether the share value can be hiked and purchased higher rate or lesser rate. It will be decided. That's why chartered accountant role in deciding the economy of the country. So based on this, banks are going to give loans. Based on this, foreign companies are going to invest these companies. Even shares, companies may give direct loans, companies may purchase the promoter shares and support them different way, or sometimes they make as a joint ventures. So the true position of the profit or loss decides other investor to come this. In this chartered accountant certification, we call due diligence. It is done by chartered accountant only.
Okay.
So one is helping for industrial growth, chartered accountant certification. Second is for proper calculation of tax. See, again there is a rule. Let 100 people suffer, but one innocent should not suffer. Lest 100 people escape, but one innocent suffer. The same law here also applies. No assessee should suffer. It should be properly calculated. That's why a chartered accountant will take due diligence, properly decides what is the value of business, what is the closing stock, what is the real expenditure. Again, expenditure is there. Say a car may be a stock for one person. A car may be an asset for some person. So this is thin layers are there. These things are judged by chartered accountant, and he will derive true profit. Based on that, government can collect tax. These tax payments we do properly help the client, because the way the law provision changes, normal assessors cannot understand. This is very difficulty. So a chartered professional will help on behalf of assessee. At the same time, officers not understanding the provisions, unnecessarily harassed with high rate of taxes, high provisions, high penalties. Then we defend this client to give, and officer also will explain, sir, this is the law, this you have to read, implement it. Sometimes these issues which may be contradictory, it may go High Court, Tribunal, Supreme Court judgments. That also we implement and properly present. That way we are helping a friendly relation between assessees who are making contribution to the country and government which is collecting taxes. That's why the slow implementation. Now take example GST. The government boasts we are collecting the highest GST. The entire GST collection, how the law is there, how much has to be paid, how it has to be paid, how to be collected. We are helping officers, at the same time assessors are assisting. So this way our role in the nation running, it is very high, like a wife at home. So husband, family members are doing everything fine, backside wife will do. Same way here, for economy helping, each chartered accountant is doing his might and contributing a lot, helping officials what he has to collect. At the same time, telling the assessee how much he has to pay properly, we are helping him.
Sir, what are the biggest challenges that you have faced as a chartered accountant?
So, accounting here, maybe many views person to person vary, but as a past president of institute, having traveled across the country, even having different opinions, different things, one challenge what we are saying, many times the appointment is by the shareholders, the appointment by individual persons. And their true and fair position, we have to represent regulators. Since appointment is done by individual assessee, he always expects that we have to be fair, close to him. But sometimes it is not possible for us to go beyond. He feels bad. But at the same time, our professional ethical is there. And we are having a better disciplinary mechanism. If you do something wrong, disciplinary mechanism will remove our membership also. We have to protect our membership. At the same time, we have to see the country's national role, because government has given us regulatory body. See, many people doesn't know we are association. CA Institute is not an association. We are a regulatory body. Each CA is a regulator, like income tax inspector or a police officer. We are also a regulator. but not that magisterial power. So we are having power to certify. We are in such a power having, we are certifying the issues properly and we are giving. In this process, people who are appointing us always say, sir, you be sympathetic to us, because there is no sympathetic. What the law is explaining. Some these things we make a report in the audit report, we make our comment. Sometimes some CS are also denying to give the report. So based on our report only, government is collecting taxes. So in this issue, there is a little bit. Sometimes officers also will put a pressure on us. So you have to give us this much of tax, this much of like a traffic police people collecting revenues, stopping left and right. Same we hear also some authorities. See, I bold enough say they are not on any standing instructions. Orally they are making, maybe in their respective community, my area I have to collect more taxes. Times they may make high pitch assessments. Fortunately, I say thanks to Modi ji, he has made a faceless assessment. Now know that the jurisdiction problem, revenue collection problem is not there. So now we are very comfortable. Earlier each commissioner feels my area has to be collect high tax, my area has to be collect high tax. That's why auditors are tuned. So they expect some addition, required addition or not they want, or sometimes they are forced to pay more advance tax. As is crumbled, he is not having overdraft limits, he is suffering like anything. Salary payment is already, he says now my budget is less, advance tax you have to pay more, you have to pay advance. As he is forced to come, and they say sometimes you pay advance tax then take a refund. So here as a role as a balancing to be good with authorities, auditors has to balance, we have to explain client role, these things. But all these issues are now become zero. These are because of faceless assessment. There is no any parameters to officer which area how much tax collected. We are very happy. This way, this thing. And then another point is that the way sometimes regulators are making, they are making a lot of changes. This year you take, now so far the forms are not there. Tomorrow they will question immediately it is not there. Second is some certain certifications we are giving for exemptions, some audit report. Fag end only will pressure there. No assessee will come first. They will come. Fag, another thing is there, the way the banking system, the way the thing is going, government is not attending, bankers are not seeing, even Chamber of Commerce is not attending. Bank statements, the information is not at all correct. The person who is having transaction, he himself forgets where from he got 5 lakhs, where he has paid 10 lakhs, where it has come 20 lakhs. Because in bank always only it is transfer. From which bank it come, which where is the banker also is unable to give. Sometimes bankers after 2 years any information is required. According to income tax, we have to go 6 years also notices are coming. We are sometimes bankers are not giving bank statement. Certain bottlenecks problems are there. So client will depend only on CA. So there we are having a lot of problems. Second, fag end of the due dates only this information is coming, they are not increasing. Second is collecting penalties. High pitch penalties. Sometimes our office something goes wrong. See, when we are done some wrong, because when we are doing so many clients, generally some overlaps come, staff will come, some happening. That they are not taking as a reason for the failure of presentation. So that they have to, because when government officer do something bad, wrong, it goes to CIT appeals to tribunal to high court. They say government official who is working for the revenue collection, they are giving a lot of comfort thing. But coming to assessor side, the penalties, everything, some wrong is there. Many officers are not condoning the delays. Many officers are not being sympathetic. So professionally, they should give respect. Like advocates are having many things. They are having a lot of comfort and excuse. But chartered accountants, they are not giving. This has to be done. Maybe a lot of approach government should take sympathetically what we are doing. Unfortunately, many, even though our CA members are there as a ministers, MPs, but the requirement of the profession, they are not concerned. And one thing which I want as a possibility, which my general members are know, there is a council of 42, 32 members are elected members, 8 government nominees. I can watch out of the 8, 1 or 2 C&J and Finance Ministry. All others are no use at all. Some is a political appointment they are giving, and that persons will be 2-3 hours and they are not coming. If they spend 8 hours as a full-time government nominees, there is no question of NEFRA. There is another overhead body accommodating some retired judges they are putting. This is highly unethical. As an individual citizen, not as a chartered accountant, as an individual citizen of India, I am against the central government making NEFRA. See, NEFRA is again some authority advocates who are there bringing them. Maybe one government nominee is there. What they do? They were legally 100 years, 200 years cases are there. They are not achieving anything there. Coming to guiding here, this is 100% wrong. This 77th year of CA, I echo. Government is not giving due weight to the chartered accountants fraternity, what we are doing. The way they are respect getting advocates, we are not having that respect. Because our contribution to the nation, world or human race is highest. The way we are doing, the way we are paying, properly not recognize the payment. And again, some other authority who doesn't know what is debit credit, he is going to decide something sitting here. So these all the problems are there. Maybe in the coming future, if our family of CA fraternity goes more MPs, then maybe a solution come to the CA profession.
Sir, how this coming technology is helping the chartered accountant, sir?
Yes. In my article trying, even nights up to 2:33, 3 days, 4 days, we will try to make a trial balance tally, physically a human calculation. Now, because the way system computers has come, so that ledger posting, tallying, trial balance tallying is not at all issue. So we are saving lot of time.
Okay.
Second is the way now artificial intelligence, software, everything is coming. Lot of information retrieval. A chartered accountant role is giving a lot of management information system, how to calculate due profits, how to declare due diligence, all things with a one stroke we are getting the information.
Yes.
That way this is helping a lot more than getting the information also. So processing, suppose I want one stock confirmation from New York, some client is there, some client may be Japan, I am having certain confirmation of thing. With a seconds of time or within a 1 hour I will get information. So technology improvement to make precision and quality of certification, quality of information is helping a lot. So and it is reducing my office staff also a lot.
Okay.
So that way technology as another fields it is helping. CA profession, it is not only helping, precision and timely delivery, it is becoming very easy for us.
Yes. So for upcoming CS, as a senior chartered accountant, what are the key skills a CA should have?
One thing, as a past president, my exposure having traveling different studio conferences, different study makes, workshops, council discussions. I feel a chartered accountant, maybe few people exception leave it. I suggest they should do their articleship seriously, full time, whether 2 years, 3 years, they've done very actively. Then they should study examination with the interest that they are going to do profession or service in industry properly. But for the sake of examination, they should not prepare. Unfortunately, this is mushrooming coaching institutions. They are suggesting you how to pass, say how to pass. Once year results comes, they say this rank, this rank, they say. Those are spoiling the future of the CA profession at all. Because these people, they mug up, they say important questions and write. That they should not resort. Because the moment he come out, whether in practice, different issues will come. Some company has got fired, some capital investment come. How to do the proper profit, how to make some issues there. Or he goes in industry, there is no salary payment, he is getting some loan, how to adjust. The government tax laws are coming. So a person should have a fashion. If he seriously prepares a subject, then only he can deliver a proper question. That's why I advise youngsters, for the sake of money, seeing this coaching institutions advertisement, let us not join CA course. If you are having a fashion to be a proper financial analyst, proper financial person, then only join CA course. Having joined the CA course, prepare yourself tomorrow till you go to graveyard, you are a professional. For that, how to prepare, how to conduct yourself the knowledge subject, that you have to. This knowledge, both accounting and auditing, tax laws, not only technological knowledge, at the same time ethical values you require. If you have this bundle of this combination and concentrating seriously and specialize yourself till articleship once is over, whether you are going in industry or practice, have a proper due role and enjoy the profession. Definitely you will do best. But for the sake of money, don't join thinking that more money will come. But you enjoy, you want to enjoy and to contribute to the nation, then this is the best course with less cost, and it is only not intelligent course. Many people, IQ, brain is not at all required. A person with having fashion, hard work, he can do. And more lots will have if he is having a creativity. That is the success of this profession.
Sir, who are neglecting the taxpayers, I mean, who will neglect to pay the tax, what suggestions can you give them?
Now the way the compliance of law is becoming very easy. The reason is, every person is having a credit card, every person is opening a bank loan, and every person intend to travel foreign. So when these are moving, now our PAN card is linked to Aadhaar.
Yes.
So since a link to Aadhaar, lot of information is coming. Now in this faceless assessment, central government is also reducing regular verification of assessments. They are going more data verification and assessments. That's why the people are getting lot of information. Government from data information, they are asking you are traveled foreign travel, are you SSC? You have purchased a car, you are SSC. Your credit card payment has become 5 lakhs, oh, are SSC. You made an insurance payment of 2 lakhs, how much is there? So that's why it's giving a lot of weaponry. Notices are flowing to them. So the assessors are complaining. More than that, assessors are going to any financial support. Government is expecting 3 years returns filed only they are taking for credit rating, everything. The way now society has become modern, the way international we are becoming a subject, people have got awareness, they are filing income tax complaints. Only at village level, there is a little bit less where agriculture income is there. Business people are coming, it is increased. I advise the people who are having less income also, please kindly file income tax returns and update yourselves the skills. Don't avoid anything. Anything is a tax planning. Tax evasion is different, tax planning is different. So if you come tax planning in a family, one person is there. Suppose you take a fair price shop is there. That person, his income may be 50 lakhs. But his wife, himself, his son, major son, his daughter-in-law working. There, if you go a chartered accountant, properly will present. 4 people are working in that shop. If you distribute that, each will have 12 lakhs. So then the tax liability will be hardly some amount, 10,000, 10,000, 40. If one person goes, tax liability will go even 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs, then he will suppress information. So that's why you take a proper advice from chartered accountant. There will not be any problem, proper tax planning will help him. Second, one more thing is that many people are going, retired bank CAs who are not having any knowledge for less fees. Another is they are going, some people who ITPs, income tax, those who are passing advocate, LLB putting, or some people who are doing CA office, they leave and start doing this thing. If you do there, maybe 2-3 years your fees may be less. Third or fourth year you are going to suffer with high pay of tax, liability issues are there. That's why I advise assessees. Like you know pretty well in health, if you go RMP doctor, what is your future? If you go MBBS doctor, what is your health condition? Same way here, going ITPs, income tax practitioners, is not advisable. I advise go with a professional CA who is qualified and doing regular practice. That will be helpful. And I am sure now many people are filing income tax. The only thing is, some places government also should put rule. Any councillor, corporator, everything is filing, his returns regularly should be given to the government or respective election officer 3 years, 4 years. The system will improve still better way. This is my view how to increase the assist number.
So the recent article I have seen, for a YouTube channel, they have sent a 2 crores of tax, but is not getting 20,000 of income.
Sometimes, see, the error is, because this is the news from you, because from you I am hearing.
Yeah.
See, 2 crores notice has come. It is first, there is a notice to them. I have seen a high value information because the government has streamlined a lot now. Because there I don't blame as far as tax law. Government sends the basic information, data information. We came across, this is the data. Is it fair or correct? I have filed return. If he responds properly, that information is wrong, my return is there, then no problem. If he has ignored all this mess, maybe now the initial stages of year is there, many people are not aware how to open the mail to see that. If it is comes also, notice comes, there is no, they are not asking any tax. It is an opportunity, you immediately to give reply. Maybe he has forgotten not to give reply. The assessing officer vexed, the time given of 12 months, he has to give a issuing of notice. If time board is there, because it is a local standard, it will go, so he has to pass an order. So that order is called 144, best judgment. He will pass and give it, and he gives 30 days time for him to go for higher appeal. Okay. That time if he goes appeal, things will correct. That is happening because the initial stages when assessee is not having knowledge, not giving any reply. And the data which is giving some different places is come. Because manual information also, people are loading. A bank loads, bank has to give all FD's names details. One time a bank lady, instead of one person A, he puts for B, B is having 1 lakh FD and B is having 1 crore. Interchange happens, this 1 lakh person will get 1 crore FD. He is asking whether you paid. Answer is not coming. Yeah. That's why whatever this YouTube, they are making a sensation, there is a channel is there, they are putting. What is the tax he paid, to tell him? How much expenditure to professional income? It is a simple issue. It will certainly it is happening because of the system technology. Information come. Since it is not responding, they made an add order. But it will be corrected immediately.
Yes. Sir, we comes to GST. So many people are neglecting the GST. I mean, they are not paying. They are applying to the GST, but we are getting many penalties. As a YouTuber, I am asking you. So why these penalties are coming, sir?
It is only any compliance. A threat is there, people will follow. So that's why GST registration, once at the time of GST registration, there is a rule tell you every month you have to file return. Okay. Every month you have to pay, otherwise you are still lesser, quarterly you pay. And again, if their mistake is there, yearly you can correct it. So when you are doing these things as a businessman, it is not possible for you to do yourself. Unless big organizations where they are having a CA or finance officer, a little bit knowledge is there. Small people, they are engaging consultants.
Yes, yes.
If they share consultants properly information, there is no issue. Now it has become very friendly concept. Maybe GST rates are higher, but compliance is very easy. But sometimes penalty to discourage people not to do penalties there. So here also, if you feel unnecessarily aggrieved or you are having no knowledge, your certain issues beyond your limit has happened, appeal system is there. You go appeal, you are getting reversed. Still, appeal system is also not failure. We are having directly, we can approach concerned state GST commission officers. There is a redressal system is there. That's why government is very friendly is coming. But maybe in the process here and there, some officers may be doing excessive. Everywhere we are seeing in police system also everywhere. That excessive system has to be corrected. We have to bring to the press knowledge, or we have to go higher authorities, or we can go to the court also by filing a writ petition also.
Sir, as a CA, are you using the social media platforms?
Now, one thing is, see, Indian CA Institute particularly, we are having ethics. We should not publicize ourselves.
Okay.
The reason is, we should not be a competitor. We are a professional advisor. We are helping client, nation, and all society. So, the moment we go advertising, in process, we may go cutthroat competition. Our quality may suffer. So, because I say, I will service an audit for 10,000, whereas my time and measurement of working, it may cost 50,000. So, that's why profession as ethical body, our ethics has made, never we should not make any advertisements. So, again, where is the public relation? So, only thing is our good work, our delivery to client is only our public relation in the process. But unfortunately, now international companies, the big four, PwC, E&Y, internationally they are allowed, they are having advertisements. Indirectly, that advertisement, they are taking benefit here also. Sometimes they are controlling the companies which are having funding. They are voicing them, they should only have their certification from them. But here government says many things. Even Prime Minister Modi in 2017 GST said he want 40 Indian companies to be big. But in coming to them, they say CS are not doing. He praises CS certification is better than my signature. But coming to the help, they are not coming forward at all. Reason may be influence of industry gang. See, industries, if they give independence, we wait through position, they maybe get exposed.
Yes.
So, these issues also may be there. There we have to see whether intention of government is perfect, CA profession will deliver the best, and even now they are giving freebies 3,000, 4,000. Even they can give 30,000, 40,000 freebies if properly tax is collected by making use of CS properly.
Yeah. The final question, sir, for our YouTube viewers, what you can say, the pros and cons for the taxpayers? And
my advice, all the YouTube viewers are hereafter all citizens of India, any family to be comfort safe, we have to be in our means only to think. You budget yourself what is your receipt, then how much you can spend. Based on your spending capacity, your earning capacity, you go. Maybe today you are earning, tomorrow your son may not be earning. So the maintenance is also, purchasing a car is not a big thing. But purchasing petrol is the most important. So that's why you purchase a Benz car, it should be a showpiece. You cannot use afterwards because petrol is consuming more, you can't go. So see your status, what is the requirement you see. Same way expenditure also. I always tell my clients also, 5 lakh sofa set, 50,000 sofa set, both are same. You are sitting only.
Yes.
50,000 sofa set, comfortable, you can drink coffee and keep it here. 5 lakh sofa set, that fellow will suffer to handle it properly and keep coffee cup different way. So, what is our necessity? That only we don't be luxurious. So, many people, material give happiness. Maybe don't think I'm a spiritual. See, profession, each person by born, he should be spiritual. See, the moment you want to happy, your mind makes you happy. Sofa set will not give. If income tax notice comes, a person sitting in a 10 crores bungalow, having air condition, you will be sitting because notice liability will come. So your state of mind will decide you whether you are happy or not. That's why for this you have to tailor suit your expenditure. How much? Suppose a person having a small income is having a 4 bedrooms flat. Who is servant is there? How they clean everything? If a 2 bedrooms flat is there, he can use very easily. That's why one should plan properly. Then you plan properly and again savings comes. You take a proper guidance of a profession. It cannot be possible the way Indian law is there. You cannot plan yourself, what is the saying. So you take a proper advice. And again I say there is a saying, don't hatch all eggs your thing. When you are having saving, don't go blindly for share market, don't blindly go to gold, don't go to real estate. Split it in four places. A little part for gold, a little part for bank savings, one for share equal, anything, any lines, 3-4 types investment. Just one wing, one economy affects one wing, other economy we can protect. So always I advise 3-4 types investments you make it so that, and never lend any money to you. Another thing which I said, never do business by borrowed funds. Whatever money is there you have. Your borrowed funds only from banks, not private financial institutions, not private parties. Because the charge, the high exorbitant interest rate they are charging, your profit may not be equivalent to that. So instead of not doing business is better than borrowed funds of private. Go only bank finance and be sincere and always present a true picture. 1 year you may be down, no problem. For the sake of getting bank loan, don't make profits. Many business people are failed. Many banks NPS has happened simply for the sake of inflated profits to avail more loan. So don't do it. Be liberal, both sympathetic, speak it and take it. And other people, I advise one more thing. For the sake of 2-3% commission, many people giving their landed properties as security to third-party collateral. This is highly risky. I don't advise. If you are in financial requirement is there, your immovable property, sell part of that and make use of it. Don't give for somebody's security. Giving security means litting a lamp in the air.
Yes.
90% will go as only one time it may be there. This is my advice for all viewers. Please, within your means, conduct yourself, your financial group. And again, studies also. I advise your children's studies also. Be within your limits. I always advise even smaller people. A government school student is better than a convent school student. So why I am giving comparison means within your rich piece, their parents will be comfortable, children will be guided properly, so education will go. That's why within our means, there is a Telugu, there is a saying, Appu chesi pappu kudu cheyadu. Same way here also we do better, definitely it will be good for our financial position. This financial position is there, you are good, your family will be peaceful, your neighbor will be peaceful. If all families are peace this way, nation will be peaceful.
Right.
This is my message. Don't plan yourself beyond your financial limits.
Thank you so much for giving your time.
Thank you, Konda.